courage to say it directly. Now imagine lying so badly that you end up buying a plane ticket to another country. Yeah, that's exactly what Chandler does in one of the funniest Friends moments ever. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic and hilarious scenes from Friends. The moment when Chandler Bing tries to escape Janice by saying he's moving to Yemen. This scene is a perfect example of how Friends turns a simple situation into pure comedy gold. So the scene starts on a slightly emotional note. Chandler and Janice are both coming out of serious relationships, and Janice genuinely believes that this is their perfect moment, like fate brought them together. But Chandler is clearly not on the same page. You can see it in his expressions. He's uncomfortable, nervous, and already looking for an exit. Instead of being honest, he does what Chandler always does best. He panics and makes things worse. As Janice starts getting more attached and emotional, Chandler suddenly blurts out something completely random. "I'm moving overseas." Now at this point, even he doesn't know what he's saying. Janice starts guessing. Paris, London, Rome, Barcelona? And Chandler, completely cornered, just lands on Yemen. Out of all the places in the world, Yemen. And what makes it even better is how serious he tries to sound while saying it. Now here's where the comedy really kicks in. Chandler's friend Joey finds out about the lie, and instead of stopping him, he actually plays along. They both start acting like this is a completely normal situation, as if people randomly move to Yemen all the time. But Janice? She takes it very seriously. She becomes emotional and decides she wants to spend every last moment with Chandler before he leaves, and now Chandler is trapped in his own lie. Things go from bad to worse when Janice insists on going to the airport with him. At this point, Chandler probably thinks, okay, I'll just pretend until the last second and then somehow escape. But no, Janice doesn't leave. She literally waits there, wanting to see him board the plane. Now Chandler has no way out. This is the moment where the joke reaches its peak, because what started as a small lie has now turned into a full commitment. And then comes the most iconic part. Chandler actually goes to the counter and buys a real ticket to Yemen. Just think about that for a second. He would rather fly across the world than have an honest conversation. And just when you think it can't get crazier, Janice says she might come visit him there. At that moment, you can see Chandler realizing this plan has completely backfired. Why this scene works, 410. So why is this scene so funny and memorable? First, Chandler's character. He represents that awkward side of all of us, when we avoid difficult conversations and make things worse. Second, Janice's personality. She's loud, emotional, and completely unpredictable, which makes the situation even more chaotic. And finally, the writing. The humor builds step by step, from a small lie to a ridiculous situation to an unforgettable punchline. That's classic Friends storytelling. So the next time you think about telling a small lie to avoid an awkward situation, just remember Chandler, because you might end up booking a flight to Yemen. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know which Friends moment you want me to cover next.